Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 4th episode of Yuuki Yuuna wa Yuusha de Aru Washio Sumi no Shou. So, the last episode, the last episode, it was amazing. I loved the last episode so much. It was basically a vacation episode for the girls, nice little break, and they made the most of it. We had a lot of really fun scenes. We had nosebleeds, outfits, shopping, changing. We had love letters, national defense dancing, Nogi being cute and amazing, and I love Nogi so much. I can't even describe with words how much I love Nogi. We even had a little bit of a pool scene deal going on. We had I love it so much. My favorite episode of the series, hands down. So, I assume this episode will be quite different than the last one. If, I had to venture a guess. But episode 3 will hold a special place in my heart. Anyway, let's get into it. As usual, there'll be no audio footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There is a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, that's Togo for you. Don't jinx it. Again, don't jinx it. Sure she is. Yeah, Gin. Gin is the only one we don't know her fate after this. Like, Togo becomes a hero again in the first season. Nogi, the multiple Mankais took their toll on her body and she's basically a god for the Taisha. We don't know what happens again, which makes me think she died, so I don't see what else it could be. Well, they do say, in the first season they did say a hero, can't die. So I don't know. Such a nice bridge. Would be a shame if anything were to happen to it. I could rub them for you if you want. Jesus Christ, that's a big book. Both of them. That big book's bigger than their heads. Future husband, more like future wife. Awkward high five. Yeah, you can see how the phone there for scale, like how big that book is. No, he's on a substitute for a plastic bag. You left yourself open. Apparently he can. It's amazing they can sleep through that. Yeah, you say that, but once they can run around and mess with your stuff. Always a Nogi. I do have to keep reminding myself that they're in elementary school. Because it's kind of hard to tell with anime sometimes. This is one of our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed. And she is not helping. That... I didn't know Togo could make a face that frightening. Hey, if you want some thrill, I'll give you some thrill. Okay, that gave her the motivation she needed. And a little Princess Carrie there. Just nuzzle your way in between. Yeah, your hand technique is really great. The blush slowly fades in. Your autograph. A lot more athletic than Nogi. Wow, one hand. What a show off. I almost hope she falls. I was actually thinking that Nogi was complaining about her blisters earlier, so she would probably have difficulty with that. Yeah, the girl's wearing pink, the boy's wearing blue, of course. I know, right? I knew that wasn't gonna last very long. I don't know, Nogi is very unique. What the heck? That could be taken the wrong way. You're cute, it's fine. I wouldn't call that fun. Cnouki is a very unique person. That ass, though. Not much to read. Don't ask for the impossible. We've seen the weird imagination / dreams she has. You're gonna fall off. Probably. She is the simplest one, though. Please be gentle. Yes, you all are characters. That really does look painful. Blister handshake. I assume we would get another vertex this episode. I assume soon, or not at all. I take far too many screenshots of this show. Then I have to sift through all of them and decide what my thumbnail is. It's funny that it's called Yuuki Yuuna when Yuuki Yuuna's not in this one. You'd get tired of it pretty quickly. And yeah, here we go. Almost exactly halfway through, we're getting the vertex. And nobody's used a Monkai yet, so I feel like we're finally going to get that this episode. This is only 6 episodes, after all. So I feel like it has to be now or never. And I did miss the transformation sequences. Like they're conversing during the transformation. And good God, Togo jiggles. It really is hard to decide whether I like Cnouki or Togo's better. She has a little bit of jiggle of her own. Not quite as much as Togo. Definitely not bad, though. And yeah, Geens as well. She just smacked. Wow. And she really is trying to gain some points, isn't she? You know, thinking about it, this prequel might actually... I might actually end up liking this prequel more than the first season. Two of them? Hey, the first season they dealt with a lot more than that at once before. But yeah, this might push them to Mankai. But would all of them do it, or just one, or what? It's like a mosquito draining blood. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, that doesn't really narrow it down. Of course, when you're as cute as Nogi, almost everything is gross. By comparison. It's like a scorpion tail, almost. Yeah, good thing I have the shield. That's gonna be tricky to dodge. Luckily, they have the shield. But it can do that. Sheesh. Oh. That. That was really bad. If they had their fairies, which the girls in the first season had in their first fight, and yet they don't for some reason. Now they're down to one capable of fighting that has to carry the other two. There's no way out of this without going Mankai. There's just not. Yeah, they look like they're... Like, I know Togu... I know they're going to be fine, obviously, but... They look like they're on their deathbed. And she's pissed off. Yes, this is the line. Man, she's just running through it. She throws and then goes forward to get them again. I'm sure it did. Yeah. This... You know, you can go Mankai anytime now. It's either that or die. Because now she's basically in as bad a shape as they are. Yeah, unfortunately those things do not make a very good shield. It's a miracle she can still fight like this. If this was the first season, this would be Yuki listing off the tenets of the club. She lost a lot of blood. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if most of her blood was out of her body at this point. Like, more blood out than in. I get the feeling you really shouldn't look that happy. Man, this scene has given me chills. Man, just the hole in her body, not even blood leaking out anymore, just... And now it shows the other two. Man, hearing Nogi's voice like that, it does almost get me to tear up. I mean, Gin was my, out of the three girls, she was my least favorite. Like, if Nogi died, I probably would have teared up, but yeah, it was a really well done scene there at the end. The way it just didn't even show her face, they knew what was up without having to really fully check. But that just shows her determination. She died standing up like that. And it seemed like she did end up beating them in the end. This is the first time in the series in general we've had a hero die in battle. Now that I think about it, this might be the reason why the Taisha started doing the whole fairy thing, maybe. Because they are supposed to have fairies. They had fairies since the beginning in the first season. So maybe that's what triggers it? I don't know. But this is definitely going to increase their motivation with the fighting, as well as have them take it much more seriously than they had before. As soon as they were walking up towards Gin with the all happy and smiley, like, hey, Gin, she's there, she's okay, I knew. At that moment I knew those smiles were going to fade very quickly, and tears were going to come in their place. Just the fight, it was so brutal. She just kept taking more and more damage, losing more and more blood. Like, it reached a point where I was like, yeah, this isn't going to end well. It's not. Of course, we know Toko and Nogi is not going to die, like I've said many times before, but, Nogi's definitely going to take some damage, like, not from the vertexes, but from the sacrifices to their god in exchange for the power. So we know Nogi's going to go Mankai plenty of times. I don't know. I mean, the trip was fun, I guess. Kind of hard to talk about anything else that happened in this episode after that. But yeah, they had this cool trip. They were having so much fun. And then everything changed when the vertexes attacked. Yeah, I don't really have anything more to say, so let me know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.